everyone, and welcome back to another cozy episode of my podcast. Today's topic is one of my absolute favorites, autumn. Yes, the season of soft sweaters, hot drinks, golden leaves, and calm rainy afternoons. The season that quietly tells us slow down, breathe, and enjoy the moment. So make yourself comfortable, maybe with a warm cup of tea or coffee. And let's talk about why I love autumn. Autumn always feels like the most poetic time of the year. The air becomes crisp, the sunlight turns softer, and the world slowly changes its colors. Have you noticed how the trees don't fight the change? They simply let go of their leaves as if they're saying it's okay to let go. And maybe that's the lesson autumn tries to teach us. That change can be beautiful and letting go is not always a loss. Sometimes it's just part of the cycle of growth. Do you ever take a walk in the park during autumn? The ground covered in orange and yellow leaves. That satisfying sound when you step on them. It's such a simple thing, but it makes me feel calm and alive at the same time. I think one of the best parts of autumn is how it invites us to slow down and enjoy being at home. Outside, the rain softly taps on the window, and inside, it's warm and peaceful. There is something magical about lighting a candle, reading a book, or watching your favorite movie while the weather outside is a bit cold and gray. Do you enjoy staying at home when it rains? I know I do. I love making a hot drink, wearing my softest blanket, and just listening to the rain. Somehow it feels like time moves slower during autumn, and for once that's a good thing. In summer, everything feels fast, loud, and full of movement. But autumn whispers, slow down, take care of yourself. Rainy days have their own kind of beauty. They bring quietness, not sadness, but peace. When it rains, I find myself thinking more about life, about where I am, what I want, and what I've learned so far. Maybe that's why autumn feels like such a reflective season. It's not just about the weather changing, it's about us changing too. We start thinking about what's next. The year is almost over. We look back at what we've done and we start dreaming about new things. Let me ask you, have you ever found yourself sitting by the window on a rainy day thinking about how fast the year went by? Sometimes I can't believe how quickly time moves. One moment it's January and then suddenly it's October. But I've learned that it's okay. We don't have to rush. Every season has its purpose, and autumn reminds us to breathe between the chapters. Autumn is also the perfect time to start new habits. You don't need to wait until January first to make changes. Maybe you want to read more books, learn something new, or move your body a little more. The cooler weather makes it easier to focus. No heat, no distractions, just calm. Sometimes I write down small goals in my notebook, like drink more water, go for morning walks, or spend less time on my phone. Even simple habits can make a big difference. What about you? Is there something you knew you'd like to start this autumn? It could be anything: painting, journaling, learning a language, or trying to cook something new. Autumn gives us the perfect mood to focus and create. The outside world slows down and it's easier to listen to yourself inside. I think one of the reasons I love autumn so much is because it connects us with nature. You can feel it in the smell of the rain, in the sound of the wind, in the colors of the trees. Even the air smells different, cleaner, fresher, full of quiet life. Sometimes I take a walk in the park and just watch the trees moving with the wind. The sound of the dry leaves under my shoes feels like nature's version of music. And when the sunlight touches the golden leaves, it looks like the world is glowing. It's moments like that when I realize how beautiful simplicity can be. You don't need to travel far or buy something new to feel happy. Sometimes happiness is just a walk under the autumn sky. Life moves so quickly, doesn't it? We wake up, rush to work, scroll through social media, worry about what's next, and before we know it, another week is gone. But autumn says, pause, take a deep breath, watch the sunsets, feel the cool wind. Not everything has to be fast. You don't always have to be doing something important. I realize that peace doesn't come from having more. It comes from enjoying what's already there. A cup of coffee, a quiet morning, the sound of your cat purring, the smell of rain. Maybe autumn's secret is that it helps us remember what truly matters. Do you ever notice how autumn has its own soundtrack? Soft jazz, indie acoustic, lofi beats, they all sound better when it's raining outside. Sometimes I make a playlist called Rainy Afternoon and play it while cooking, cleaning, or just daydream. Music and autumn go perfectly together. Both have emotion, rhythm, and warmth. If you're listening to this right now, maybe after we finish, make your own autumn playlist. Fill it with songs that make you feel peaceful and inspired. When the days get shorter and nights get longer, routines become more important. I like lighting a candle every evening. It makes me feel calm and grounded. Or making a cup of herbal tea before bed. Reading a few pages and then journaling for 5 minutes. Those little rituals turn ordinary days into something special. They remind me that every day can be a small celebration of peace. What's your favorite autumn routine? Maybe watching movies, baking cookies, or just sitting by the window with your pet. Whatever it is, make it your comfort zone. A safe space to rest and recharge. As autumn slowly moves toward winter, I start thinking about the new year. Not with pressure, but with curiosity. What do I want to learn? Who do I want to become? Autumn is like a bridge between what was and what's coming. It helps me look back with gratitude and forward with hope. Maybe this year wasn't perfect. Maybe there were challenges, but every season teaches something. Spring teaches us to grow, summer to live fully, autumn to let go, and winter to rest. So when I think about the new year approaching, I remind myself I don't need to have everything figured out. All I need is to keep going, learning, and enjoying the journey, one season at a time. Sometimes people say they don't like autumn because it feels sad or cold, but I think it's only sad if you look at it that way. To me, autumn is calm, not sad. It's peaceful, not lonely. It's a reminder that endings can be beautiful too. Every season has something special. Spring gives us hope, summer gives us energy, autumn gives us peace. Winter gives us reflection, and together they make life complete. So maybe the real lesson in this: don't rush through the seasons in nature or in life. Enjoy each one for what it brings. So, why do I love autumn? Because it feels real, it's not about perfection, it's about comfort, warmth, reflection, and simplicity. It's about learning to be okay with change and finding beauty even in quiet moments. It's the season of balance, not too hot, not too cold. The season that says it's okay to rest, it's okay to just be. So next time it rains, don't rush to hide. Open the window, listen to the sound, and let yourself feel it. Because life, just like autumn, is made of small, beautiful moments. Thank you for listening, and I hope this little talk made you feel cozy, calm, and inspired to enjoy your own autumn days. Sometimes a quiet evening and the smell of rain are enough. So don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Thank you so much. Take care, and until next time, stay warm, stay kind, and keep loving the little things.